Good evening, students. Today I am discussing about some important questions for your upcoming examinations. So, first questions for you: what is flexibility? So, what is flexibility? Look, students, flexibility means is the range of movement of joint. Okay, and the range of joints varies significantly from joint to joint and depends on the surrounding tendons. What the range of the joint varies significantly from joint to joint and depends on the surrounding tendons, ligaments and muscles tissues also. So flexibility is the range of movement of a joint, and this joint range of joint varies significantly from joint to joint and depends on surrounding tendons, ligaments, muscles tissues, all things. Okay. Now another important questions for your upcoming examination: what is ACME? What is ACME? So look, student, what is ACME? ACME is a process of continuous or irreversible, irreversible decline in the efficiency of various physiological functions. So what is ACME? ACME is the process of continuous and irreversible decline in the efficiency of various physiological functions. Understood? And now look, another important questions for your upcoming examination: what is stroke volume? What is stroke volume? So what is stroke volume? Stroke volume is the volume which the heart pumps out the blood in stroke in aorta. Very simple. Stroke volume is the volume which the heart pumps out of the blood in a stroke in aorta. Okay. So now look, define oxygen intake. What? Define oxygen intake. So look, oxygen intake means it is an amount of oxygen. Actually, look, students, these are all short type questions. That's why answers too short. So oxygen intake means it is the amount of oxygen which can be taken by the lungs from the atmosphere. What? It is the amount of oxygen which can be taken by the lungs from the atmosphere. Understood? Now look, another important question. So what is physical fitness? What is physical fitness? So look, students, what is physical fitness? Physical fitness actually is considered a measure of the body's ability to perform effectively and efficiently in work and leisure activities. Again listen, physical fitness is considered a measure of the body's ability to perform effectively and efficiently in work and leisure activities. To be healthy, resist hyperkinetic disease and emergency situation. So what physical fitness? That when we are work, leisure time and effectively or efficiency in work, so to be healthy, resist hyperkinetic disease and emergency situation. So now look, student, what is cardiac output? So before cardiac output, what I discussed with you already: what is flexibility, what is ACME, what is ACME, and what is stroke volume, define oxygen intake, and what is physical fitness. Now I will discuss with you cardiac output. So look, students, cardiac output means, just a minute, what? Cardiac output. Define cardiac output. So look, the total volume of blood pumped by the heart, total volume of the blood pumped by the heart per minute. Cardiac output means heart rates multiply stroke volume. What? Cardiac output means cardiac output equal what? Heart rate multiply HERT, heart rate multiply stroke volume. I mean HR multiply SP. Okay. So now look, another important question. So what is oxygen uptake? I have already discussed with you what is oxygen intake. Now look what is oxygen uptake. Oxygen uptake. So what is oxygen uptake? It is also amount of oxygen which can be absorbed and consumed by the working muscles from the blood. Right? The amount of the oxygen which can be absorbed and consumed by the working muscles from the blood. Understood? This is called oxygen uptake. Now look, what do you mean by physiology? What do you mean by physiology? Physiology. So what is physiology, or what do you mean by physiology? Physiology is the division of the biology that deals with the functions and activities of living organisms and their parts, as well as physical and chemical process, either nutrition, movement and reproduction, which is living activities. So physiology is the division of blood that deals with the functions and activities of living organisms and their parts, as well as physical and chemical process, either nutrition, movement and reproduction, which is the living activities. Understood? So next question, very important. What is cardiovascular system? Cardiovascular system. So what is cardiovascular system? Cardiovascular system also called, also known as the circulatory system. Actually, it sends oxygen to various muscles, tissues and arteries, and the same time returns the deoxygenated blood to the lungs to be reoxygenated and return the fuel to the active tissues of the different parts of body. Understood? So cardiovascular system actually like this. What? Oxygenated blood, okay. Oxygen and nutrients, oxygen and nutrients. After that, muscles, tissues and arteries, and after that, deoxygenated generated blood and lungs. So first of all, oxygen and nutrients is intake. After that, muscles, tissues and arteries intake. After that, deoxygenated generated blood take to lungs after reoxygenated blood and nutrients. Understood? So now look, another important questions for today's. What define respiratory system? It is very simple. What it is the system in which organs to take oxygen inside and throw away carbon dioxide from the body. So respiratory system, it is system in which organs to take the oxygen inside and throw away carbon dioxide from the body. And what is respiration? Respiration is the process of oxygen supplied to the cells and transport of carbon dioxide from the cells is called respiration. Understood? So these are all. Carefully listen my voice and study at your home, because these are all very important for your upcoming examinations.